Your mind can become your greatest weapon, or your worst enemy. Every single day, millions of people destroy their peace with negative thoughts they never learn to control. They overthink every situation. They replay painful memories. They imagine worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened. And slowly, without realizing it, negativity begins poisoning their confidence, energy, discipline, and happiness. The dangerous part is this: negative thinking often feels normal. People become so used to anxiety, fear, doubt, and overthinking that they no longer notice how much damage it causes internally. But Marcus Aurelius understood something powerful over 2,000 years ago. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you cannot control your mind will control you. Stoicism teaches that peace is not found by controlling the outside world. Peace is found by mastering your inner world. Because no matter where you go, your mind follows you. You can change cities, relationships, jobs, or environments, but if your thinking remains negative, suffering follows you everywhere. Most people wake up and immediately feed their mind poison. They think about problems before opportunities, fear before gratitude, failure before possibility. They focus on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. And after repeating those patterns daily for years, negativity becomes automatic. But the Stoics believed something different. They believed the human mind could be trained, strengthened, disciplined, controlled. Just like the body becomes stronger through exercise, the mind becomes stronger through conscious thought and self-awareness. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that external events are not what destroy us. Our interpretation of those events destroys us. Two people can experience the exact same problem while reacting completely differently. One person collapses emotionally. The other remains calm and focused. The difference is mindset. Negative thoughts are dangerous because they distort reality. They make temporary problems feel permanent. They make fear appear larger than it truly is. They convince you that failure defines your future. They whisper lies repeatedly until you begin believing them as truth. And most people never question those thoughts. They accept every negative idea automatically. A Stoic does not do that. A Stoic observes thoughts carefully before believing them. This changes everything. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed. Positive thoughts create discipline, peace, gratitude, and confidence. Negative thoughts create fear, jealousy, insecurity, anger, and anxiety. Whatever thoughts you water daily eventually grows stronger. Most people unknowingly water negativity every day. They constantly focus on problems, drama, fear, and comparison. Then they wonder why their peace disappears. But your mind absorbs whatever you repeatedly feed it. That is why mental discipline matters. One negative thought may seem harmless initially, but repeated thoughts become beliefs. Beliefs become habits. Habits shape identity, and identity shapes your entire life. If you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," eventually your actions begin reflecting that belief. You hesitate more. You doubt yourself more. You avoid opportunities. You become afraid of failure. And slowly, your own mind becomes your prison. Marcus Aurelius warned about this constantly. He understood that uncontrolled thoughts create unnecessary suffering. Think about how many people destroy their peace by imagining situations that never happen. They create fake arguments inside their mind. They replay embarrassing moments for years. They fear rejection before even trying. They assume people secretly hate them. They expect failure before beginning. This is the trap of overthinking. Overthinking creates emotional exhaustion because the mind never rests. It constantly searches for danger, problems, and uncertainty. And eventually, anxiety becomes a lifestyle instead of a temporary emotion. But Stoicism teaches that most suffering is self-created mentally. That realization is powerful because it means freedom is possible. If thoughts can create suffering, disciplined thoughts can create peace. The first step to killing negative thoughts is awareness. You cannot change mental patterns you never notice. Most people are completely unconscious of how often they think negatively. They allow destructive thoughts to run automatically all day long. The Stoic interrupts this pattern by becoming aware. Every time negativity appears, pause and observe it. Ask yourself, is this thought actually true? Is this thought helping me? Is this thought based on reality or fear? Many negative thoughts collapse immediately once examined logically. For example, imagine failing at something once and thinking, "I'll never succeed." That thought is emotional, not logical. One failure does not determine your entire future. But emotional thinking often exaggerates temporary setbacks into permanent identities. Stoicism trains rational thinking instead of emotional thinking. Emotions are temporary. Logic creates stability. This does not mean ignoring emotions completely. Stoicism is not emotional suppression. It is emotional mastery. A Stoic feels emotions but refuses to become controlled by them blindly. Negative thinking often begins with emotional impulses. Fear creates catastrophic thoughts. Anger creates destructive thoughts. Insecurity creates comparison. But once awareness enters the situation, those thoughts lose power. Awareness creates distance between you and your mind. Instead of becoming every thought you experience, you begin observing thoughts calmly. That observation alone weakens negativity dramatically. Imagine clouds passing through the sky. Thoughts work the same way. They appear temporarily, then disappear. But most people cling to negative thoughts instead of letting them pass naturally. They repeat them endlessly until the mind becomes overwhelmed. The Stoic learns not to attach identity to every thought. Just because your mind says something negative does not automatically make it true. This lesson alone can transform your life. Many people suffer not because reality is terrible, but because their thoughts about reality are terrible. A person may experience criticism and think, "Everyone hates me." Another person experiences criticism and thinks, "This is an opportunity to improve." Same situation. Different mindset. Different emotional outcome. Your interpretation shapes your experience. That is why controlling your thoughts is one of the highest forms of power. Modern society constantly feeds negativity into people's minds. Fear sells. Drama spreads faster than peace. Social media rewards outrage, comparison, insecurity, and emotional reactions. And because people consume negativity daily, their minds slowly become conditioned toward pessimism. This is why protecting your mental environment matters deeply. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, negative thinking becomes inevitable. Imagine drinking poison every day while expecting your body to remain healthy. That would make no sense. Yet many people consume mental poison constantly through toxic conversations, endless comparison, destructive media, and negative environments, while expecting peace internally. Stoicism teaches intentional mental consumption. Protect what enters your mind. Your thoughts are shaped by what you repeatedly expose yourself to. Conversations matter. Music matters. Content matters. Environments matter. Relationships matter. Negative people spread negativity like a virus. Spend enough time around constant complaining, gossip, fear, and bitterness, and eventually your mindset begins changing too. This is why Stoics valued solitude and reflection. Silence helps reset the mind. When your mind constantly absorbs noise from the world, clarity disappears. But moments of stillness allow awareness to return. Marcus Aurelius often reflected privately to examine his thoughts carefully. He understood that self-awareness was essential for emotional discipline. Without self-awareness, negative thinking becomes automatic. One of the strongest ways to destroy negative thinking is gratitude. Gratitude shifts focus from what is missing to what already exists. Most people train their minds to notice problems constantly. But the human mind becomes stronger in whatever direction you repeatedly focus attention. If you always focus on lack, life feels empty. If you focus on gratitude, peace grows naturally. This does not mean pretending life is perfect. Stoicism is realistic, not delusional. Problems exist. Pain exists. Difficulty exists. But gratitude prevents negativity from completely consuming your perspective. Even during difficult seasons, there is always something to appreciate. Health, growth, lessons, opportunity, survival. wisdom gained through suffering. Gratitude creates emotional balance. Negative thinking often traps people inside victim mentality. They begin believing life is only happening against them. They forget how much strength they already possess. But Stoicism teaches resilience instead of victimhood. Every challenge contains opportunity for growth. Every difficulty can strengthen character if approached correctly. Every painful experience can teach wisdom. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that obstacles are part of life. Expecting life to be permanently comfortable creates frustration. But accepting challenges calmly creates resilience. Negative thoughts often come from resistance to reality. People suffer because reality does not match their expectations. They want life without pain, success without struggle, peace without discipline. But life naturally includes discomfort. Stoicism teaches acceptance instead of emotional resistance. Acceptance does not mean weakness. It means seeing reality clearly without unnecessary emotional chaos. For example, if something difficult happens, negative thinking may say, "Why does this always happen to me?" But Stoic thinking says, "This happened. Now how do I respond wisely?" That shift changes everything. One mindset creates helplessness. The other creates power. The Stoic focuses energy on what can actually be controlled. Thoughts, actions, habits, responses, discipline, character. Most negativity comes from obsessing over things outside your control. Other people's opinions, the past, uncertainty about the future, random events. But worrying endlessly about uncontrollable things only destroys peace. Marcus Aurelius believed freedom begins the moment you stop trying to control everything externally. Focus on your own mind first. That is where real power exists. Negative thinking also weakens discipline. When the mind becomes filled with doubt and fear, action becomes harder. People procrastinate because they fear failure. They avoid opportunities because they fear rejection. They remain stuck because negativity convinces them change is impossible. But disciplined action destroys many negative thoughts automatically. Confidence grows through action, not endless thinking. Many people wait to feel confident before taking action. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Action creates confidence over time. The moment you begin moving forward despite fear, your mind changes slowly. Every difficult action you complete weakens negativity slightly. Every challenge you survive proves your strength. Every moment you resist fear builds resilience. Negative thoughts hate disciplined action because action exposes many fears as illusions. Most fears grow larger inside the imagination than reality itself. Think about how often people fear situations that end up being manageable once faced directly. Anxiety exaggerates uncertainty. But experience creates clarity. That is why courage matters. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear. The Stoic understands that waiting for perfect emotional certainty is impossible. Fear will always exist sometimes. Doubt will always appear sometimes. But action matters more than temporary emotions. Negative thinking also thrives during idleness. An undisciplined mind easily drifts toward anxiety, overthinking, and emotional chaos. But purpose creates direction. When you have goals, structure, discipline, and meaning, negativity loses space to dominate your mind completely. This is why routines matter deeply. Morning routines, exercise, reading, reflection, meditation, journaling, learning. These habits strengthen mental stability over time. The mind becomes calmer when disciplined consistently. Most people underestimate how much physical health affects mental health too. Poor sleep, lack of exercise, overstimulation, and unhealthy habits weaken emotional resilience dramatically. Stoicism views the mind and body as deeply connected. A disciplined lifestyle strengthens both mental clarity and emotional control. Another dangerous aspect of negative thinking is comparison. Social media has intensified comparison more than ever before. People constantly compare their appearance, success, relationships, money, and lifestyle against others online. But comparison destroys peace because you begin measuring your worth through external standards instead of internal growth. Marcus Aurelius warned against obsession with external status. He understood that chasing approval endlessly creates emptiness. There will always be someone richer, more attractive, more successful, more popular. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, peace becomes impossible. The Stoic focuses on self-improvement instead of competition. Become better than yesterday's version of yourself. That is enough. Inner growth matters more than external comparison. Negative thinking often comes from unrealistic expectations too. People expect perfection from themselves constantly. One mistake makes them feel worthless. One setback feels like failure. But perfection is impossible. Stoicism teaches progress instead of perfection. Every human being struggles. Every human being fails sometimes. Every human being experiences weakness occasionally. The goal is not becoming flawless. The goal is becoming wiser and stronger gradually over time. Self-compassion matters here. Many people speak to themselves more harshly than they would ever speak to another person. Their internal dialogue becomes cruel and destructive. But the Stoic understands that growth requires patience. Discipline does not mean self-hatred. Correct yourself calmly instead of destroying yourself mentally. Negative thoughts lose power when your internal voice becomes wiser and more balanced. And finally, remember this deeply: you are not your thoughts. This may be one of the most important lessons in Stoicism. Thoughts are temporary mental events, not permanent identity. A negative thought appearing in your mind does not define who you are. Fear appearing does not make you weak. Anxiety appearing does not make you broken. Doubt appearing does not determine your future. What matters is how you respond to those thoughts. Do you feed them? Or do you observe them calmly and let them pass? The Stoic chooses awareness over emotional slavery. That is true mental freedom. Most people remain prisoners of their own mind because they never learned this skill. But once you realize you can observe thoughts without obeying them automatically, everything changes. Peace becomes possible again. Clarity becomes possible again. Strength becomes possible again. So kill negative thinking before it kills your peace. Protect your mind like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Train your thoughts daily. Discipline your focus. Guard your mental environment. Take action despite fear. Practice gratitude. Accept reality calmly. Focus only on what you can control. Because the mind can either become your prison or your greatest source of power. Please subscribe for more.